Are you faithful? Are you loyal, committed, dedicated? Do you leave your friend when the going gets rough? Do you stand with them when the going gets rough? Or do you leave and abandon them because you did not sign up for that? Oh no, I won't stay with you when you're down. Are you that person that will leave somebody when the going gets rough? You were together all along and everything was going fine, but as soon as things starts to get rough, as soon as there is a storm, then you back out. You don't want to be a part of that friendship anymore. I remember the story of Ruth and Naomi. Ruth 1 verse 16 reads, "And Ruth said, Entreat me not to leave thee, or to return from following after thee. For whither thou goest, I will go, and where thou lodgest, I will lodge. Thy people shall be my people, and thy God my God." When Ruth was told by Naomi and her sister-in-law also, when Naomi told both of them after her sons died that they are to go back to their country and to their gods, and she's going to go back to her country because she has nothing for them. She cannot give them anything because her sons are dead. And when Ruth's sister, Orpah, I believe her name was, she left and she went back to her country and to serve our God. But Ruth did not go back. She stayed with Naomi. Because of her faithfulness, the Lord rewarded her in the end, as we know. But Ruth, I believe deep down that Ruth saw something in Naomi, that she would not leave Naomi because she saw something in Naomi that she wanted. Just like Elijah and Elisha, when Elisha would not leave Elijah, even when he tried to dodge him to go there and there, he still followed after him because there was something with Elijah that Elisha wanted. So he would not leave him. And it was the same thing with Ruth. She would not leave Naomi. She said she will go with her. Her people will be her people, and her God will be her God. She had forsaken her people and her gods to be with Naomi and her people and her God, because she saw something in Naomi that invited her into Naomi's presence, and she wanted to stay there because of what Naomi had. Naomi was a woman of wisdom, and Naomi was loyal, and Ruth saw that and her faithfulness, and she wanted to stay with Naomi despite the fact that Naomi had nothing to give her. But she would tough it out with Naomi. She would endure with Naomi. She would stay with Naomi. She wanted to go back to Naomi's country to be with her and to serve our God. And God had placed this desire in Ruth because God knew what he wanted to come from Ruth's lineage. God knew what he was doing, so he birthed that desire in Ruth. And you ask some people, how faithful are you? Because there are some people that when things are fine, they are with you. And when things come about where there is a drought, then they start shifting, they start leaving you. And then you know those persons that they were never loyal, they were never with you, because if they were with you, they would have stayed. Because the going get tough, they are not around anymore. They're gone to greener pastures because they believe that you're going to be in this state forever. They don't know that you're just going through a stage, a process where the Lord is bringing you from point A to point B, and he's taking you to another level in him, and he's taking you higher. So he has to allow you to go through this process for you to take you to where you're going. So how faithful are you? Will you stand the test of time? Will you finish the race? The Lord said the race is not for the swift nor the strong, but for those that can endure unto the end. Many times we believe that we are strong, we can endure, we can hold out. We see somebody going through something and we start to judge that person and we start to condemn that person. But you don't not know what that person is going through. You do not know what that person is enduring. You do not know the temptations. So we should not judge because we do not know what that person is going through. And if we are placed in that situation, we do not know what we would do, because sometimes we think too highly of ourselves. And when placed in a situation, the Lord shows us what is in us. He shows us what we are made of. When we are placed in the pressure cooker, when the pressure arises, when the pressure is on, then you know what you're made up of. Will you stand the test of time? Will you endure? Will you hold on to Jesus Christ? Will you say, Lord, I will not let go? Will you be like Job? Will you hold on and not curse God because of what you're going through, but you will hold on because you know that God is with you? Will you be like the 3 Hebrew boys that say, whether or not he is with me in the fire, I will not bow? Will you stand up for righteousness? Will you stand up for Jesus? Will you be faithful to a friend? Will you be loyal? How faithful are you and how loyal are you? Stay blessed.